Greetings, fellow watchers and racers. This is WRL Podium 13, and I am back with another video. We're going to try to start doing these on a regular basis, because there's some interesting things that happen on this racetrack. So let me ask you something. Did you wash your feet? Do your feet have that nice rosy smelling aroma, that good smelling aroma, perfume, or do your feet smell like, chicken legs, rotten chicken legs? Because we got to mention chicken legs. We're on the track that's got a chicken. Do your feet smell like rotten chicken legs, or do they smell like good old fashioned, just sweet smelling rosette perfume? What am I talking about? We're supposed to be talking about racing. All right, here we go. WRL Podium 13 is on his YTube account. Just said YTube account. He's on his YTube account, but yeah, I did it again. He's on his YouTube account. We are behind someone in a Peugeot. He's in a Peugeot by the name of Russo 011014222, and he's from Argentina. And of course, we got over here, we've got Moto Hondo, because we're going to call him Moto Hondo. That's Moto Hondo because Moto Hondo, wait a minute, something's about to happen right here. Check this out. Swing to the right. Swing cross back to the left. Then we had to, he came over in front of me. I remember watching that. I was like, oh my goodness. I was just trying to make sure I could hold the wheel straight good enough to make sure that I wasn't going to hit that Peugeot when it came back over and came over so close to hit me. Then we got Rod Labod with a 2-second penalty back there. I think he went a little wide. I think that's what happened. I think Rod Labod went a little too wide. But anyway, we got Moto Hondo because that's the Honduras flag. I need to figure out what flag that was. Like you see him tapping the brakes because he came out. I think he was trying to stay off the side of the wall. And of course, with me coming over there, diving to Moto Hondo's inside. Remember, we're gonna call that. You see that over there? You see that guy over there in that white GTR who just was smacking and beating and banging over here, coming up through this corner? That's your boy Borrell. Borrell, we're gonna call Borrell. We're gonna call him Brazil. We're gonna call him the BraZILLA. BraZILLA, because right now we got too many people from Brazil who've earned the name of the term BraZILLA. You know what? As you can see, Moto Hondo's diving on the inside. BraZILLA dove it on the inside. He came over, but he got ghosted as he was coming in. Now, if we go back and look at that real quick, from my perspective, we're going to look at it from my perspective. He dove it in. He dove it in over there, and he went way too wide, too fast. And as he was coming in, he could have clipped me if his car hadn't ghosted. So give props to the game, to Gran Turismo, Prolifically Digital, whatever you want to call it. Give props to him for at least having the wherewithal, the mind, the cognizance, the awareness to let the car ghost, because he was going to take me out if his car had stayed the way it was, and I would have been spinning. I would have went right into the turn. I would have went right and started spinning to the right and just kept on going. But as it happens, it didn't happen. So now YTube Podium is down in second spot. And we're riding up there behind Moto Hondo. Moto Hondo has got himself some nice little speed going on out there. But guess what? WRL Podium 13 is already in a podium position. We got to live up to the name. We at the very least got to get a 13th spot. You know what I'm saying? But here we are, rolling up in the second spot with a purple sector, getting ready to come to the chicken. Now, see, here's the thing about the chicken. We were talking about chicken feet earlier. But when you come through this chicken, you need to make sure you keep a bottle of ketchup and some mustard and a couple of buns. Because anytime you have to go through there and you got to eat that chicken, you want to make sure it's going to at least taste good. So make sure anytime you're going to run over here on Dragon Trail, you're going to have yourself, I'm cutting on the inside. Did you see that move? WRL Podium 13 just cut up on the inside to while he was talking about having some chicken and buns, and we're sitting up there watching Moto Hondo over there doing his thing, and he dove it down to the inside to try to take this move. But as we're watching it from the helicopter, or what do you call this cam? The third person cam? I don't know what you call this camera angle, but we're going to call it what we're going to call it. I don't know to call it third person. We're going to call it third person cam, because this will probably be the chase cam right here, right? And this right here would be the, what is the helicopter cam? They got some good cameras. Makes you wish they had a few more. But as I'm coming down into this particular turn, I'm getting ready to, I'm making sure that I'm rolling up behind him, running in as close as I can. If you look at that little hole on the back of there, what is that? Now, I'm assuming it's an exhaust pipe. But right now, I'm not so sure. What would you much rather be? Would you rather some funky gas come out of that little hole? Some little funky gas pipes. Here's a funky gas pipe. Or what would you much rather be? I mean, he's got 666 right over the hole. So you can't help but to think that some funky gas is going to come out of that little hole. We don't want to be riding up behind somebody who's got funky gas coming out of a hole on the back of that vehicle with 666 on the back. You know, I'd much rather there be little small nuclear missiles that come out of there. You know, just blow me up. Because I think I'd much rather be blown up than to have the funky gas coming out of a little hole back there. You know, but as we're coming up through the chicken, and I don't know where my mind is. I think I need to go eat something. It may just be a long day. But come on, what else are you supposed to think? You see that big hole on the back of a car and gas spikes were coming out there? It's popping and throwing flames and stuff out of there. You don't know if they're going to fire missiles at you or not, bullets or something. Who knows what these people be putting in their cars when they be getting on these racetracks? But we're still running it good. Me and your boy Moto Hondo has got ourselves a nice little battle here. But BraZILLA, he's in the back there. Man Like Steve. Now this is an interesting name. He calls himself Man Like Steve. Man Like Steve. He just dove that way inside. Did you see that move? Oh my goodness. Man Like Steve. Now, at first I was thinking, I'm thinking Man Like Steve. What, Steve Alvarez Brown or Super GT? I don't think Super GT would do this because he just dove it right on there. Did you see that? He just dove that right in there. He dove that right in there. What do you think he's supposed to do? What was BraZILLA supposed to do? I think BraZILLA was supposed to fight back. Daniela. So now you wonder, Daniela's cleaning services on BraZILLA Burrell. Makes you wonder if he's from Peru or not. I'm not sure, but we want to keep our eye on him because he's watching us up there as we're battling. I'm going all over the place with my commentary. I'm supposed to be talking about racing. I got all other kind of stuff popping up inside my head. But as we ride along with BraZILLA Burrell, he's coming up watching us from behind. Now, this is the perspective that I was driving from. So we want to watch what's going to go on here. I was driving from the hood cam, and you know what? I'm wondering if it's not such a good idea for me to have recorded this in this particular view because it looks like it's a little laggy, you know, and a little strange, you know. Now, all of a sudden, it looked like it smoothed out. And see, I was dove in on the inside because I saw him hit that wall. I'm thinking, oh, man, I got to open it. Then out of nowhere, the Brazilian came over there and you see he was bouncing. This bouncing cutting in, but I slowed it down as much as I could, playing with the accelerator so I can keep that inside move, watching behind me, and Moto Hondo was right there behind me. He got caught in the middle. Now, as we come back and go back and look at that again, we'll look at it from Bra Burrell's perspective. As he was rolling in, let's see. That's Bra Burrell right there. He dove it on the inside, and I didn't see him. If you look at his inputs, just turning right. He was trying to get over here so he could break down and come in here and make this turn, but it didn't go so well. And Moto Hondo got up on the inside of him, and of course I got up on the inside because I braked it just right. I braked just right, you know, because I was playing with the throttle, making sure I didn't, you know, overspin the tires so that I would go turning to the right and get up there. And end up spinning out while we were coming across the finish line. So I was actually able to stay out front. And as I come across this line, we got Moto Hondo behind me and BraZILLA Burrell right there behind us. You know, so what do you think? It looked like he was just diving that in there because if you look at my inputs were not going right. Like I said, I was driving from the hood cam and I did not see him. He just came out of nowhere because I thought he was still way back there. But I do realize that we did slow down quite a bit when we were coming to the chicane when Moto Hondo hit that wall. He had to slow down a little bit. He didn't necessarily hit it, but he came through there so fast, he had to get on the brakes because his car got a little squirrely. But as we came through there, he had to slow down, and I went over to the right side to get around him, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, BraZILLA came out of nowhere. But anyway, the race turned out well in my favor, and I think it actually turned out pretty good. So I don't know about you, but I think I like that. So if you like this video, we're going to try to do some more in the future. Please consider hitting the subscribe button, then hit that like button, and then hit that bell notification so to go ding, 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 ding. WRL Podium 13 has just released another video. Or I think he's going live. Either way, you want to go check out his content. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. This is WRL Podium 13. Let me know some comments of what you thought about that particular race, or at least what you think about this video. I'm going to upload it like it is because I want to see what it's going to look like. I recorded it in 2160 at 60 frames per second, but it looked like it was a little choppy. So I'm going to upload the video and see what it looks like. It's my first one, and we're just going to see what this looks like. This is WRL Podium 13, signing out. I'm out. Bye now. Bye. Go bye now. And make sure your feet don't smell like chicken. You don't want chicken feet.